वेलकम टू वीलर्न। वीलर्न में आपका स्वागत है। We are discussing session 5 profit centers under the subject management control system. Topics covered are an introduction, the role of profit centers in an organization, the advantages of profit centers, difficulties with profit centers, boundary conditions for profit centers, performance measurement of profit centers, basic of measurement of performance, the concept of profit, the question of expression of profit, transfer price and profit centers, problem of analysis of profit center results, profit center as a motivational tool, and performance related compensation. जब भी हम प्रॉफिट सेंटर की बात करते हैं, इट इज अ सेगमेंट विच इज बेसिकली रिस्पॉन्सिबल फॉर बोथ द एक्सपेंसेस एंड रेवेन्यू। ये एक ऐसा सेंटर है वेयर इनपुट्स आर बेसिकली मेजर्ड इन टर्म्स ऑफ कितना एक्सपेंस उसने यूटिलाइज किया है, व्हाट इज द कॉस्ट इट हैज इनकर्ड, और आउटपुट जो है वो मेजर किया जाता है कि उन्होंने कितना रेवेन्यू जनरेट कर पाए हैं। तो प्रॉफिट सेंटर एक ऐसा सेंटर हो गया जो रेवेन्यू और एक्सपेंस दैट इज कॉस्ट दोनों को कंसिडर करता है। इनपुट और आउटपुट दोनों की ही कंसिडरेशन होती है। हियर इन केस ऑफ प्रॉफिट सेंटर्स जो मैनेजर्स होते हैं उनकी अथॉरिटी होती है टू मेक द डिसीजंस which ultimately affect both the cost and revenue for the department. So the managers, they ultimately become responsible for the cost and revenue of their own department or division. So the main aim of this division or the profit centers is basically to earn profit. And when we say earn profit, it means minimizing of the cost incurred, minimization of the expenses, and maximization of the revenues which the division is earning. Now there are certain roles of profit centers in the organization. क्योंकि एक ये ऐसा डिवीजन है, एक ऐसा यूनिट है ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में जहां से एक ऑर्गेनाइजेशन के लिए मनी जनरेट होता है, रेवेन्यू जनरेट होता है। सो फॉर प्रॉफिट सेंटर्स it is possible to have an effective system of evaluation wherein performances are evaluated, और फिर उसके बाद if there are any deviations and if it is necessary so that an effective control is imposed. Furthermore, profit managers को it also helps in motivating to take decisions input और output के बारे में so that the profit center's profit is maximized. There are certain advantages of profit centers also. जितने भी operating decisions हैं which are referring to the headquarters, they can be quickly taken without any reference to the headquarters. Secondly, higher management का जो focus होता है it is basically on the macro issues and leaving all the micro issues which are to be tackled by the operational managers. तो जो top management होती है वो जितने भी most important decisions हैं, issues which are concerning the strategies of the organization. Their focus is on them. But any smaller issues, then they are taken care of by the operational managers. Now here in this case also, managers, they are freed of with the micro restraints, और फिर अपनी वो क्रिएटिविटी और इनिशिएटिव को बहुत ही अच्छे से यूज कर सकते हैं. जो प्रॉफिट सेंटर्स हैं वो मैनेजरियल टैलेंट के लिए इट बिकम्स द रिजर्वॉयर. In a situation when a company is trying to diversify, these managerial talents can thus be used. Now there are certain difficulties with the profit centers, and when we talk about these difficulties, they are primarily that the top management, they lose control, because now the profit centers, the control reports, they are prepared by the respective control centers, and they may not be as effective as the personal knowledge of the operation. Secondly, the managers of the profit centers, they may be lacking competence in the general management. Then comes high profits of the profit centers. They may not always optimize the profits of the company management operation. Probably there is a situation कि एक profit center जरूर profits बहुत अच्छे से earn कर रहा है, but that does not necessitate that the optimal profits of the company, they are optimized in a very nice manner. Now there could also be disagreement among different profit centers with regard to the transfer or the price or sharing of common cost. There could be sharing of revenues by the joint efforts. So in that scenario, there are chances that disagreement occurs between various different profit centers. We also talk about boundary conditions for profit centers. हर एक कंपनी के लिए wherever each of the principal function of manufacturing and marketing, they are performed by the separate organizational unit. So here these type of companies, they tend to be known as the functional organization. Now the major problem which is basically associated with the service function, कि यहाँ पे कोई direct measure नहीं होता profit को calculate करने के लिए, and in turn it is not so very satisfactory to evaluate the performance of the function. एक major problem आती है कि to define the boundary condition where the cost and the revenues of a divisions are to be balanced. At which point, कहाँ पर optimum utilization हो रहा है, that balancing point is very difficult to be determined. Then comes the cost and revenues, they are separate from the rest of the organization. और जो उनकी एबिलिटी होती है इन्फ्लुएंस करने की डिसीजन की, इट इज अ वेरी नेसेसरी कंडीशन फॉर इन्फ्लुएंसिंग द प्रॉफिट. Now all the aspects which are considered, they are rightly demarcated boundaries of profit centers, जो कि जरूरी नहीं है tangible produce करें, unless the division has a reasonable measure of ऑपरेशनल ऑटोनॉमी की बात करते हैं हम. नाउ कम्स परफॉर्मेंस मेजरमेंट ऑफ प्रॉफिट सेंटर्स. हमने बाउंड्रीज को डिमार्केट कर दिया फॉर एवरी प्रॉफिट सेंटर. अब नाउ इट इज वेरी एसेंशियल कि मेजर ऑफ परफॉर्मेंसेस जो हैं वो भी इस्टेब्लिश कर दिए जाएं. व्हाट आर द एक्सेप्टेबल लेवल ऑफ performances, what is the expectable measures of output that is desired. जब बाउंड्री सेट कर दी जाती हैं, उसके बाद जो परफॉर्मेंस मेजरमेंट है उसको बनाना इज अ वेरी इजियर और कन्वीनियंट जॉब. बट स्टिल प्रॉफिट्स को मेजर करना इज नॉट अ वेरी इजी टास्क. नाउ बेसिक्स ऑफ मेजरमेंट ऑफ परफॉर्मेंस. क्या है वो बेसिक्स जब हम परफॉर्मेंस को मेजर कर सकते हैं? सो फर्स्ट इज इट इज नॉट quite a simple or easy to decide the basis of measurement of performance. वो बेसिस जिसके बेसिस पर परफॉर्मेंस को मेजर किया जाएगा, that is not very easy and simple way to determine. However, जितना भी प्रॉफिट कंट्रीब्यूशन है प्रॉफिट सेंटर का, उसको बेसिक जरूर मान लिया जाता है लेवल ऑफ परफॉर्मेंस को मेजर करने के लिए. फिर आता है कि कितना करंट प्रॉफिट है, वो भी एक बेसिस बन जाता है एंड इट इन टर्न इज ट्यून्ड विद द गोल्स ऑफ द ऑर्गेनाइजेशन विच कुड ईदर बी द शॉर्ट टर्म एज वेल एज द लॉन्ग टर्म. तो करंट प्रॉफिट्स जो हैं वो बेसिस बन जाता है. देन कम्स जो कॉस्ट ट्रेनिंग और डेवलपमेंट में जरूरी है, दैट ऑल्सो बिकम्स द बेसिस फॉर द डेवलपमेंट ऑफ द ऑर्गेनाइजेशन which has the adverse impact on the current profit performance. Now there is a concept of profit that we need to discuss. बहुत सारे concepts हैं which are related to profits, क्योंकि there is multiplicity of concepts which are there, which are present, so that also poses a problem in this connection. जो बहुत सिंपल और बहुत कॉमनली एक्सेप्टेड कॉन्सेप्ट है इज बेसिकली द कंसेप्ट ऑफ बुक प्रॉफिट, एंड दिस बुक प्रॉफिट इज शोन बाय द बुक्स ऑफ अकाउंट. नाउ द रियल प्रॉफिट मे बी अ बेटर बेसिस ऑफ इवैल्यूएशन ऑफ परफॉर्मेंस, क्योंकि रियल प्रॉफिट्स जो है वो इकोनॉमिक वैल्यू जो रिसोर्स कंज्यूम की गए हैं उसको कंसिडर करता है. फर्दरमोर it may also describe key incremental profits or additional profits earned which are solely as a result of the operations of the division. Now there comes a question of expression of profit. एक ये another problem arises which is related. So how do we express the profit in the context of profit center? There are several questions. पहला है कि is it to be expressed as an absolute amount? Absolute amount की बात करते हैं तो एक हम फिगर दे देते हैं, or there could be a question of comparison with the other divisions or with the other units, or as a rate of return on investment. That is how a profit could be expressed. So all the questions जितने भी प्रॉफिट्स को मेजर करने के लिए होते हैं, दे विल बी एप्लीकेबल इन देयर ओन वेज इन एक्सप्रेसिंग प्रॉफिट्स. ट्रांसफर प्राइस एंड प्रॉफिट सेंटर्स. नाउ it says कि measurement of profits in case of profit center, they are also complicated by the problems of transfer price. So when internal exchange of goods and services takes place, दो divisions के बीच में, that requires the valuation in terms of money. Here at this point of time, it becomes very necessary to deal with the ट्रांसफर प्राइस, क्योंकि जो प्रॉफिट सेंटर्स हैं दे एक्ट एज अ बायर्स एंड सेलर्स, तो दे मस्ट ऑल्सो नेगोशिएट द प्राइसेस ऑफ ट्रांसफर इंडिपेंडेंटली. नाउ देयर आर सर्टेन प्रॉब्लम्स ऑफ एनालिसिस ऑफ प्रॉफिट सेंटर रिजल्ट्स. तो जो पहला है, apart from the profits which are measured and there are other associated problems, एक प्रॉब्लम होती है कि परफॉर्मेंस को समझना ही में itself is a problem. Another is the problem, it will also be different when the division is a single product or a multi-product division, right? अगर एक डिवीजन या तो सिंगल प्रोडक्ट है, उसमें प्रॉब्लम्स would be different, and in case of multi-product division, the problems would be different. The analysis of the problem or the profit center results would be different. Profit center जो है, in lot many cases they act as a motivational tool. So when we talk about the motivational tool, जो divisional managers का behavior है, they are quite often influenced as to their performance, how their performance is measured, किस तरीके से उनकी performance को measure किया गया है. There are various arguments supporting the value of profit center, which it acts as a motivational tool. जो पहला है वो ये कहता है कि profit center का जो manager है, he is perceived to have a higher status in the organization. क्योंकि वो उसका higher status है organization में, it provides a very psychological benefits to the division manager. Also, profit centers, they tend to enhance the profit consciousness of the managers. क्योंकि वो profit consciousness को enhance करता है, subordinates within the divisions, thus they all strive to maximize the profits of the division. Another point for proposing it is the position of being a profit center. Here the manager in the organization, he brings in a lot of sense of pride या फिर belongingness. तो psychological term पे उसको एक बहुत ज़्यादा उसकी need की actualization होती है. Then come he is entrusted with the freedom and authority, which again in turn gives him a sense of independence and responsibility, and this helps them to strive better performances. Performance related compensation में बात करें तो जब भी compensation is related to the performance किसी भी divisional manager की, तो वो automatically motivate करता है that divisional manager put in his best efforts. तो जो यहाँ पे objective measurement होता है, it is basically linked with the effective system of adequate compensation. So again it becomes a very important motivational factor. Now for that it is essential and very essential कि evaluation is undertaken at collective level. And the incentive, which is through compensation, they are very realistic so that it actually motivate the divisional managers. 2 exercises. First is, what ways does the idea of profit and the difference in measuring profit affect the evaluation of profit center? How does profit center motivate divisional managers? Thank you and have a nice day. Keep learning and be learning.